Alright guys, welcome to this very first Solarbaits Modifies video series that I'm gonna be posting on Patreon. And what I noticed from the original lure that I made was that a lot of the motion energy was coming from the tail section itself, which is to be expected. But a lot of that motion energy wasn't really transferring into the head movement that much. So I wanted to rectify that, and what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to make a lip, and we're gonna see how this thing swims after that. So we're gonna start off by making a template. I'm just gonna use this piece of paper which I folded in half as my template, and we're gonna go and do this quick and dirty. And what I have in mind is kind of a triangle shape that I used for the original fathead crankbait that I made this summer. I think, yeah, in the summertime, which was actually a very popular video, which was kind of surprising. Anyways, yeah, I'm just going to use this piece of paper to transfer the outlines into 3mm thick Lexan polycarbonate sheet that we're going to make the lip out of. Here I have the Lexan polycarbonate sheet that I'm just going to draw the outlines with a permanent marker. I usually always leave the protective layer, the film that comes with these Lexan polycarbonate sheets on, so I wouldn't scratch the Lexan that much when I do the cutting and shaping and what have you. Although I don't think it really matters in this case, but you know, I'm a slave to my habits, I guess. Alrighty, now we're gonna head out to the bandsaw and do a little bit of cutting. And I think you probably can see that my table is kind of wobbly here. When I originally made the stand for the bandsaw to stand on, I made it on a flat surface, and the area that I have this is not flat, it's kind of curvy, so I always have to usually use a wedge of some sorts underneath one of the legs to stabilize it, but I kind of forgot to do that this time around, so that's the reason for the wobbliness, if you are wondering. Alrighty, now that I have the shape cut out, I'm just going to even everything out with the table, not table saw, what am I thinking? Disc sander. Jeez, today was a long day, let me tell you. Anyways, yeah, I'm just going to use this disc sander to even out the rough edges and make this a little bit more symmetrical, and yeah. I think I could have probably left the lip as it is, but I'm a bit of an OCD type of person, so I just couldn't let it go. So I'm just going to use this kind of homemade sanding stick that I use for a whole bunch of different things, and I'm just going to make this lip absolutely 100% symmetrical. Obviously we have a lip, so I need to make a lip slot for the lip. And I decided to go with this kind of hidden lip slot style, which I think looks the best out of everything. And I don't want it to make it fairly fast as well, so just using a Dremel tool was kind of a no-brainer here. And uncharacteristically, I didn't even mark anything down when I started to gouge out the hole. All I knew that I wanted to have it behind the mouth. And yeah, that's what I did. When I was finally done with the lip slot, obviously I need to glue it in, so I'm just going to use 5-minute epoxy to do the deed. And I actually don't really have much to say about this. I mean, it's just glue. So maybe at this point I would like to ask you guys what sort of content you might want to see on the Patreon side of things. Would something like this that I'm doing right now be something that would be interesting for you guys? You know, just let me know and I'll try to make that happen. So now that the epoxy has hardened, I'm just gonna test this lure out and see how it swims. And as you can see, it has a lot more vibrant action, and I think this is actually much better than what I originally made. And I would call this a success, at least in my books. Um, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this little quick modifying with solar baits type of video thing. Maybe I'll do more of these in the future. I don't know. You guys let me know what you want to see, and like I said, I'll try to make that happen.